Hello ladies and gentlemen and everyone above, below, or in between. Welcome to if you looked at my last videos, not the entertainment section but the new project series, and if you read some of the little boxes below, you will know that Street Fighter V was released unfinished. That's right folks, Capcom, the folks that practically invented the fighting game with Street Fighter 2. Don't tell me about Street Fighter 1 because that's a glitchy mess, and I got a copy of that if you want footage of that. And if you want to see the controls for that, yeah, I'll put the controller in front of the camera and show you how much of a pain in the ass that is. Anyway, and right now what's on screen, we got Street Fighter 4, I think it is. Yeah, this is Street Fighter 4. This wasn't too bad, but I didn't drop as many hours on this one as I did Street Fighter 3. Anyway, I'm a huge fighting game fanatic, and I just cannot do an episode without doing this and addressing this. So Street Fighter V was released unfinished, and ladies and gentlemen, this is the problem that we have with pre-orders. Stop pre-ordering a fighting game, something that they perfected back in the freaking 90s, back 20 years ago. You know what I mean? If not exactly 20 years ago, it's getting there. It's getting close to 20 now. But something that they did perfectly and executed wonderfully in every single fighting game that ever came out since Street Fighter 2 has almost been a top-notch game. There's been a few that have been glitchy, but very, very rare. You can play it on SNES, you can play it on Sega Genesis, you can play it in the arcade, guaranteed it's going to work. You just drop in a couple quarters and see how it rocks. I mean, to the PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2, seriously, they perfected the fighting game so much in 2D or 3D. I don't know, I can't imagine a generation in which they can't make a fighting game. I honestly can't. But now we're seeing it. We're seeing it with our own eyes with Street Fighter V. And it makes no sense to me. It honestly doesn't. It shows the lack of respect to the consumer, and it shows that they don't care. They don't care, because all you guys keep doing is pre-ordering. You keep buying into the hype, regardless of how foxy it looks, regardless of how good it seems on the surface, and regardless of all the praise from all the same YouTubers or whatever the hell. You still refuse to look at the game that you actually are playing, and you still refuse to look at it as something that's incomplete, something's missing, something's not right here. And a lot of you keep thinking, oh, we just need to spend more money. You don't need to spend more money. The previous games work. Get a copy of the previous games. The older games, there's arcade mains, there's sites out there that you can check out for the old ones, and you can try them out there before you make the big decision of buying a retro system and trying to find a copy and trying to haggle for it. You know what I'm saying? You got those options in front of you. Use them. Put your money into all those devices that still work. Ultimate Editions, I can understand people pre-ordering that because all the DLCs on it, all the extras and all the bug patches, all that shit's done. I can understand pre-ordering the Ultimate Edition of something, but you guys pre-ordering something that you should know, don't pre-order. Don't pre-order a brand new game. Wait for the Ultimate Edition. Just stop giving them money, and they'll start respecting you. Stop giving them money, and they'll start finishing their games. Stop giving them money, and they'll stop cutting content out to sell you later as DLC. And that's about as much as I'm going to get into it, folks. Now, for all you YouTubers out there, for all you guys that are thinking about doing YouTube, get your classic games out there. Get your old fighting games out there. I know everybody's got at least one. That's how many of them that are out there, folks. But get your classic games. Get some freaking footage. Particularly all you guys that got better capture cards, because I like the ugly style that my camera gives, you know, and I like it looking like it's an ugly mess. You know what I mean? That's just me and mine. But for all you guys that got these better ass these kick-ass capture cards, or you got your better filming tech, freaking get out there, get some classic games, get some freaking views, and show people what they should be buying. Show people the joy that you're going to be having. Because I've had it up to here with all this disrespect and all these broken games. I've had it up to here. And everything that wasn't broken, they're making broken. You know, the Batman Arkham series is a big example of that. The first 2 games, they came out, they were perfect, they worked. Yes, there was DLC, but it wasn't that big of an issue. Now with Arkham Knight, they're launching it broken. They're disrespecting the PC crowd, which I don't fucking get. I really don't, because as far as I'm concerned, you know, if anybody can get some mods going on Batman Arkham series, oh my god, there's so much more money to be had there than the Fallout crew or the Skyrim crew could possibly imagine. If you guys can just, you know what I mean? If they allowed modding for the Batman Arkham series, holy shit, that would be a shit ton of money. But instead of doing that, no, they're just shoving it out the door, banking on the pre-orders, and they're not even finishing their products. Getting back to Capcom, yeah, they kept canceling all the Mega Man games. I don't know why. They didn't just finish them. To me, that would have been something. But they keep canceling those, and they keep mocking the Mega Man fans. They keep disrespecting the consumers with the fighting games by with the characters that are DLC. I don't get that. I really don't. Why anybody keeps pre-ordering their stuff? Beyond me. Totally beyond me. Particularly after the Street Fighter X Tekken nonsense. Ladies and gentlemen, it needs to stop. And recently, like Konami, they're disrespecting the very developers that make this stuff. Anyway, getting back to Capcom and some of their other sins, because I'm just going off on a tangent, and I'm just totally pissed off with everything that's been happening in the last couple of years. Devil May Cry, they screwed that up. How do you screw up Devil May Cry? Seriously, how do you screw that up? They did. They screwed it up with the Devil May Cry DMC. They gave the project to another company, and the lead developer for that, the original Devil May Cry series, the head honcho behind that, I think he bailed out to another company. I think that's how we got Bayonetta, because it plays very similarly, and it's almost the same thing. It's just a completely different character set. So I'm pretty certain that's what happened there. But the guy that made Mega Man, he went off to do independent series, like Mighty Number 9 or something like that. Like, there are these games that people want, and they're not making them, and they're trying to turn everything, and everybody's trying to turn everything into Call of Duty, and anything that's not Call of Duty, they're breaking. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to vote with your wallet. Stop investing in these broken games. Stop investing in these companies. Stop pre-ordering shit. Stop buying the DLC. Just cut that shit out. If you want to pre-order something, pre-order the Ultimate Edition with all the DLC and all the patches and all that stuff worked out. Pre-order that. The rest of the time, fuck them. Anyway, this is the Fox Gibson. I'm signing out. Good luck to all. Good luck on your next projects.